Hey guys, Thunderstruck MTV here. Today I'd like to talk about my experience with the TRP Slate EVO brake set here. So this is the brake set here. They have the blue performance pads in them, and I paired them up with a pair of 180 millimeter center lock 2.3 millimeter wide rotors. You're thinking, what the hell, right? No, that's what I'm thinking. So why did I try them? Well, I stumbled across this set of brakes for $86. The pair of brakes for $86, brand new from Merlin Cycles, and with shipping it came to $112 US to my door. Had them in 3 days. I posted on MTBR forums on the best deals. I posted a thread on there, and a bunch of people hopped on it as well. And that's why I had them. And I thought, for that money, you can't buy Amazon, right? You can't buy Amazon weird Fugger, brakes for that price, much less TRP Slate EVOs. So I bought those, bought the corresponding rotors. I wanted to give them a fair try, and shortened the hoses, threw them on, bled them, whole 9 yards, bedded them in here around the neighborhood. They bedded in real quick with those blue pads, and off I went. Well, they're off the bike, and my Dior 2-piston 6100s are back on. So what went wrong? Well, quite frankly, nothing. So I guess as a self-proclaimed, as an admitted Shimano fanboy, guys, at the end of the day, I just like a servo wave lever. So I'm going to try to give you all of what I was feeling on my personal, what I like, dislike, and what I felt, and why these are sitting over here. And they will be on sale on Pink Bike and eBay shortly. We'll talk about that for some of you people. But what I felt was, there was, in this TRP brake, they have more ultimate power, being a 4-piston brake, than the Diors have. It seemed like it took a little bit more finger power and pull to get to that point. And once I got it, so it just took longer in the throw of it to get to the point that exceeded where these Diors are. And I'm guessing it felt very similar to a set of Magura MT5s that I had. I'm going to call it wooden, but I don't want wooden to be a bad, that sounds worse than it is. They just felt, without that servo wave, they just felt like you had to pull it more, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's, the modulation that a lot of people like, and that's great. For me, I guess I really enjoy the light lever action of the Shimano lever and the abruptness that people will call on-off. I personally have gotten used to. I mean, it's been a decade on them, so I'm just used to them, and I just enjoy the way that feels. I can still modulate it real well. At the end of the day, it's just you have a much less lever travel to modulate, so you got to be a little bit more precise with your finger pull and whatnot. But I guess I just get on with that a lot better. So the pluses of the EVO brake is, I guess, if you're looking for the modulation, totally cool. I can 100% verify. It is so hard to find online anybody to give me a darn yes or no answer, but I can 100% tell you that the Slate EVOs here use the Shimano bleed cup. The exact same bleed cup will work. So if you go on their website, it's confusing. It talks about needing an adapter. You're trying to find that adapter. It's like trying to find freaking Pegasus flying a unicorn with a leprechaun on top. It doesn't exist. I can tell you it's the exact same thread pitch, probably an M5, something like that, whatever it is. But if you have these, and if you had a Shimano funnel, you will bleed these brakes exactly like Shimano's. I went full in, guys. I even bought the TRP thinner oil. Now, I'll be honest, I did that because I figured even if I lose, that oil, that mineral oil, is supposed to be a little bit thinner in viscosity and will help a Shimano in wandering bite point, even though these Diors don't have it. I just kind of needed it anyway and thought I'll go full in. Got me some TRP. Shimano will never know in case of a warranty because it's also red like Shimano. I will erase this video in case, no, I won't erase the video, but Shimano will never see it, right? So yeah, that's kind of my, I guess, first-hand experience with the TRPs. They never even saw dirt. Rode them around. I live, my housing track's on a pretty steep hill. Once bedded in, I rode around the housing track here, put about 8 miles on it, but recovering from hand surgery, never made it to dirt. Totally bedded in. Yeah, no issues. Good pad clearance. Not Shimano or SRAM rotor pad clearance with their servo wave and whatever SRAM calls its thing. Not that level, but much better than the MT5 Maguras that I tried that have very little. I mean, you had to get the rotor dead nut straight and very little pad clearance. These are somewhere in the middle. There was enough pad clearance where I had 0 rub. There's no bite point. Where you at? There you go. This little dude here, that's how you adjust the lever throw. On it, it is not indexed. It is just like a Shimano where it's not indexed, so it's kind of infinite there on the on your lever. I said lever throw on your reach, your lever reach. One clamp, very similar to Shimano, but you don't have to push in that stupid little lever that Shimano has, a little button to release them. It has a smaller hose. It's like a 5mm hose instead of 5.5. I had no issues with it fitting in the fork retainer, you know, whatever, hose retainer guy. So all that was normal. But yeah, like I say, good brakes. Had I have never ridden the Shimanos, those would be on it, and those would be the best brakes in the history of mankind for $112. I mean, are you kidding me, right? So anyway, I'm going to throw the whole system up. They are moto style, which means right lever front, left lever rear, because that's how I ride. I'm going to throw them up there on probably Pink Bike first, see if I get any bites, then eBay second. I hate paying fees and stuff, but I would gladly let them go to a viewer that watched this for cheaper than I'll let them go on Pink Bike for, much less eBay with all their fees. Again, I could probably throw these up on eBay for, you know, 180 bucks just for the brakes alone and get bids, I mean, probably the same day. For a set of 2 of them. Much less the rotors. I'm going to sell the rotors. So anyway, that's how this channel's about, not trying to sell stuff. Just let me know in the comments if you're interested, or in an email or something there. You can find my email in my About page. Anyway, that's kind of weird, right? Kind of greasy. I won't be doing that again in terms of selling stuff. Let me know what you think. Is that greasy, or is that doing something nice for my viewers that watch this? Let me know in the comments. Feels greasy. Anyway, hope that gives you some form of what I felt with these brakes. I would call these were easily as powerful as the MT520 Shimanos I had with resin pads. I never tried sintered pads in those, but these are resin too, so that's kind of a fair fight. I would say in a blind test, I'm not sure I could tell the difference in overall power between the 2 brakes. These just have a little bit more modulation and lever throw to get there compared to Shimano. If that's your thing and that is your gig, boy, sounds like a good brake for you. If you're like me and you like that on-off of the Shimano, I'd probably steer clear of the TRP, because they don't have, again, any type of a you know, servo wave type mechanism for that help. So anyway, guys, gals, there we go. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments. If you've tried TRP before and you love them, leave it in the comments. I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say. And again, hope this helped in some small way. And again, thank you guys for watching. See ya.